Last time on Babs Bear Talk.
Right here. It's right here.
But I can't stay there, Josh.
I know, I'm just letting you know.
Good morning, guys. It's a little bit past 10:30 and Joe and I are heading out to Sergio first. Well, the post office first to mail away the book that the one lady won. Commenter 4092, I'm mailing your book today. And then to Sergio to get the skinny on what's going on with Osley. Are they accepting visitors? You know, that type of stuff. And then if there are accepting strangers as visitors, then we're going to go to the hospital, to the county hospital. I think that's located in Colton. And we're going to go visit Osley. So that's first things first, all right? When I come back later, then I'm going to go over everything that happened yesterday. I'm so glad I was able to get that video up last night, even though it was short. The longer version is in the cooking video. And that's saving right now. And then I'll upload that some part of this afternoon and you guys will be able to see it. Found a good spot right here where I can vlog without putting all a whole ton of lights, just a light in the hallway and a light in the bathroom, and it works. So off to the post office first, then Sergio, and then possibly Osley. So come with me, guys. So I'm leaving the post office and I just mailed away the book. Huh?
Check your big mailbox.
Yeah, there's nothing. You know what? I didn't mail away Cindy's oil. I gotta work on that. Now it's off to Sergio to see if he knows anything about Osley. If he's still in the hospital, if they're accepting strangers for visitors, because sometimes when they're in intensive care, they only want family members to come in, you know? So let's hope, because I know when I was in the hospital, when I had the surgery when I was 18, I was scared to death. And Osley doesn't even go to the doctor. I don't think Osley has been to see a doctor in 20 years. And he's about 70 right now. Did y'all know that patient 0 got us all sick except for Jada? I got it. Joshua got it. Let me get myself over here. And now Jory has it. I have this itchy cough that's left behind. But guess who goes to the doctor today to go to try to get some scissor or something? Joe. And of course, I can't have none of what they're going to give him. They're probably going to give him Phenergan or something like that. They're probably going to lace it with codeine. And maybe that'll be better for me so he can sleep and not wake me. And if I go and they give me anything, they're going to have to give me Tylenol 3, which is Tylenol with codeine. It's in the form of a tablet. And that will suppress my cough, but then it'll constipate me. So I trade off certain symptoms for not getting other symptoms. I don't want constipation at all. So I prefer to like cough and do the honey and everything else that I'm doing. I'm drinking a tea that's called Throat Coat from the same people I think that make the tea that we drink that's called Smooth Move. I like the names that they name these teas, right? I'm drinking that and that helped me a lot last night. It didn't help you? That's because patient 0 is far gone. So I didn't help him. I'm so glad that you guys are getting our movie references because that's how my family live. I mean, we just go by movie references. So, did you enjoy yourself yesterday, babe?
Yeah, I did.
Did you like Jerry?
He's a nice kid.
Down to earth, right?
Jared kid.
What about the other guys?
All the guys, all of these guys.
All of them are just so mannerly, right?
Right.
But that's how you find Caribbean people for the most part. They always have a respect for the elders and just always trying to give honor to the next person.
They're not cocky or nothing like that.
Yeah, very humble. We're at the shop. I think we're spending more time at this place than when we had the shop. I don't miss the shop, you know. I totally do not miss the shop. Once we start getting into bringing in money, like after this first car sells, I mean, we've been like in limbo because Joe's been sick. I've just been working these apps, but it's just a bunch of crazy looking people that's offering me money on this car. And I was like, no, they look like the killer. I'm sorry. They say don't judge a book by its cover, and maybe they could be the nicest person, but if you look like a cholo and you all tatted out and you're talking about, hey, I want to come see the car. Are you near Fontana High School? I'm like, oh, hell no. Well, hell no, you're not coming to see me. Why do you think you know where I'm at? I don't even put the city I'm in. So I back up. If I look at the profile picture and they look like the killer, I back up. So let's go see what's up with Osley. We're at Sergio's. Sergio says he was working elsewhere. He installs cabinets, but he also does like what, handyman type work, right, Joe? Like he'll fix things around the house and stuff when business is slow over here for cabinets. And he's got a few people that he works with But Sergio says they have him tied with ropes and stuff because he's trying to pull everything out. You know, Osley does not like hospitals. So hold on, let me get my seatbelt. Sergio said that Osley was the one that called him and told him because he didn't have the attack here. And on the internet it says when you have a brain bleed, it's because of high blood pressure. But Osley's blood pressure was too low the last time we talked to him. So Sergio thinks it's because of stress, because some Belizean people gypped him out of like $3,500 for some cabinets he did for them. That thing really irks me. I've asked him before if he wants me to like put it out here on the vlog or something to let people know who the hell did this to him, because these are my own people. And you know, we don't gyp people. Come on, my Belizeans, stop being thieves. You know, we used to be known for our honesty, you know. And he did the work for them. They found fault with something and did not pay him the rest of the money. That was the next half of the money. And I think it really bothered him. I really think it bothered him to the point that he got so intensely stressed out. I don't know if that will cause a brain bleed, but it definitely contributes to it, I would believe. And Sergio said he was stressed out about that money because he needed it. When you're a small business, when that company gypped me out of that $800, that hurt my pocket big time. You know, and then to be gypped out of $3,500, oh my Lord, I think I would have wished death on them and their children, you know. So we're going to the county hospital. Joe, what city is this located in? Colton? It's in Colton, California. It's Arrowhead Regional. Oh my God, the security there is so tight. It's worse than going through the airport. And the next thing they're gonna do is have rubber gloves and check up your butt or something, because they're gonna let me take everything out my purse, so I might as well take everything out now. The doctor is in with Osley right now, so we're waiting right outside the door. So we're leaving the hospital, guys. I didn't want to record when I was in there because Osley doesn't look his best, so I didn't want to record when I was in there. I want to be respectful of that. I tell Joe, I'm not going in this elevator. It's dark. Can you imagine how dark it's going to be once the door closed? Crazy. See, this one has light. It's a farmer's market here in front of the hospital. It's pretty cool. This is hummus. So this hospital is the county hospital for San Bernardino County. It's a beautiful hospital. Big campus. Joe and I used to come here a lot to visit the eldest daughter of the people that I told you the story about the other day. Remember I told you guys about the kid that took me to the labor board, yada yada. The oldest daughter used to be sick a lot. And Joe and I would leave our lunch break to come and just sit with her. And you know, just put in our time as aunts and uncles, you know, as auntie and uncle to that family. So Osley doesn't look good. They're still draining the blood from his brain. You can see the tubes. Yeah, his oxygen is good. It's at 99, so that's a good thing. He was not alert at all when we were there. You could see that he was fighting to be alert. Once you see his body kind of trembles, like he's pissed off that he's in there. His wife is there. You know, he calls his wife his ex-wife, but the divorce was never final. So even though they have not been together in probably 10 years, she now has authority over all his decision making. I'm telling you, people, make these things legal. So we'll pick up the story in the car. Oh my God, this has been a trek. This place is so big, there's hardly any parking, so we have to park far away. Yeah, so his wife was there. Now, I don't understand my husband, because I know the intricacy of semantics and stuff, so I would have never asked this woman, are you the sister-in-law?
Well,
I would have said, are you his wife?
no.
Because, you know, I would want to err on the side of caution. He lives with his sister-in-law, which is the wife's sister. So Joe's like, well, I'm asking if it's her. So when I say live with, not like that, not live with, he resides there. You know, they help each other out. So yeah, no, she has to make all his medical decisions because she's the wife of record. He should have been done, fixed that divorce, like we kept telling him. And he probably don't even want her there. That's why he kept like shimmering and shivering and stuff. And they said he had a hemorrhagic stroke. So he had an aneurysm that burst in his brain, and he kept having the headaches that he had since the day we left him. And his sister-in-law said no more, and took him to the hospital on Saturday on their Sabbath. You know, they don't do nothing on the Sabbath, so it must have been bad for him to come to the hospital on the Sabbath. And they did a spinal tap, and they found blood in the fluid, so they knew he had a brain bleed. They did a CT scan. They found it. They went in with surgery right away, and he has an NG tube like mommy had, where it's taking out the they don't want you to back into the parking, where it had the they're taking out the acid out of his stomach because he can't eat, because even though you're not eating, your stomach still builds up bile and acid and stuff by the quarts. So they're taking that out. So that reminded me of mommy. They have him chained to the bed because he fights them. So we're gonna come back again tomorrow. Let me get in the car. Put your 2 windows down and go 16. What you doing? It's so hot. Joe's even opening the door to jump. I had to turn on the 260, guys. Put my 2 windows down and go 60. Although we're not going 60, we're going more like 35. Oh, Jesus. It's hot. And it's not a hot flash. Nobody has to die today. Joe just came back from his doctor visit, and he said they wrote him a bunch of prescriptions. I'm going to go nosy to see what they wrote for him. What did they say you had?
No, bronchitis. That's not.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he has time for that because he don't got no bronchitis. Who remember that YouTube video that went viral? After that, we went to the post office first. I mailed away the book to the winner. Sorry it took so long. I just kept forgetting to go into the email to find your email. So I finally did today, and I'm glad I did because I was able to mail the book. Went to Sergio, got the skinny on Osley, went to go see Osley. I don't like how Osley looks. Please continue to pray for him. I don't speak doom and gloom, and I definitely don't speak death over the people I care about. So I'm speaking life over him. Me and Joe laid hands on him and prayed, and his wife kind of followed suit. She didn't know what we were doing at first, and then she followed suit. And I don't go anywhere and expect death. I go and I expect life. So if I'm going to waste my time and find parking and go visit you in the hospital, it's not because I'm going to go, oh, pobrecito, he's going to die. No, I go in there and I lay hands and I speak life. And so I'm expecting him to recover, but I need your prayers. Agreement is what God looks at. You know, when we are all in agreement, he responds. So with all of us together, those of you that pray, the ones that don't pray, send your well wishes, because that works too, okay? So I want to see Osley recover and walk out of there. I mean, a brain bleed, this big surgery, draining still, the NG tube to take the acid out of his stomach, the oxygen is, oh my God. I know Osley doesn't want to be in that hospital like that. He's never been sick a day in his life if you hear him tell the story. So on the way home, my sister called to tell me that one of my parents' friends died. She was at mommy's bedside when mommy was dying, and she was at mommy's funeral services. I know she lives between California and one of the Carolinas, either north or south. I don't know if she died here. I heard that she had a fall. She was an older lady, probably in her 80s, and she hit her head and never did get off the life support until they took her off. Let me see who's calling my phone. Joe, Joe, check that for me? Okay, babe, let me know where you are. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. So first of all, you guys know that Sharon set that whole thing up, right? Sharon is the one that bought me the cereal. Oh, what a blessing this lady has become in my life. Sharon, I love you. Sharon says she's Jada's new godmother. I'm just saying. Just saying. So Sharon is connected to Jerry, and she used all her influence to make this day happen for us. She just wanted us to have an escape. She wanted us to have something for the vlog, some content for the vlog. She wanted Jada and Colin to meet with Jerry because Jerry could advise them how to break into the music industry and possibly help them in the future. Jada has to do her work. She has to get her song out there. She has to hit the ground running. She has to start doing shows. And Jada really is going to have to start working this thing as a career with Colin, because Colin is her engineer. We met a bunch of awesome young men along with Jerry. And those young men loved Jada right away. They saw the talent that she is. Jerry was just overwhelmed with Jada because he said, not only are you the artist, but you play an instrument and you write. He was impressing upon her the importance of writing music. I don't know how to write music. You know, so this little girl is talented and, well, young lady, you know, she's 21, but she's still my baby. And Sharon made this happen. That was so sweet of Jerry to receive us, because Jerry don't know us from a, you know, hole in the wall. And so Jerry, just upon Sharon's asking, says, okay, yeah, send them. And then Jerry says, when I heard there was food involved, it was all over. And so we did the food with Sharon's help. We did the food. And I took all the food over there, and it was so well received. When you see people go back 2 and 3 times to serve themselves, that blesses a cook. You know, it's like, dang, they loved it, don't you? They loved it. And then when Jada played her song, and Jerry leapt to his feet and go, what happened? Because the song stopped a couple of times because they were playing it off of the flash drive and not downloading it to the system. So it stopped a couple of times. It goes, what happened? Why did you stop it? Wait, put it up, turn it up. No, that excited Jada and Colin, you know? So it was a wonderful day. It was an experience that I'll never forget. You know, being in the kitchen with Jerry Wanda Duplessis was just the same as being in the kitchen with Sherry Shepherd. They were just so giving. That's the word I'm looking for. They gave their all. They treated my little show as important. You know, Jerry was busy with different phone calls. You know, he's a busy person. He's here for the Grammys, right? And then he stopped the phone call finally, and he said, look, I'm busy. I'm taping a show right now. You're going to have to wait. I was like, wow. He gave my show importance. And it was a wonderful session. I'm glad we didn't have to cook. I'm glad we took the food there. And Jerry and I told him, you run the show. And I told Sherry Shepherd the same thing. I'm not going to cramp your personality as long as you don't cuss no bad words. And as you guys can see in the background on the wall, they had a saying back there and it had some bad words, and Joe was trying to block it without knowing. But I'm like, just be you. Keep your shades on if you want to keep your shades on. Take them off if you want to take them off. You know, I didn't know he was going to talk about the young man that died. His friend, you know, his Belizean friend lost a brother. And I left that all in because he was being himself, you know. So I am so happy that I chose to do YouTube, because it's opened me up to a world that I would have never known. I mean, to have met Mario. Mario's the first one. Mario doesn't think he's anybody because he's just a reporter for local TV. But to meet Mario, you know, if you put Mario in Google, he comes up because he used to work in Ohio. Mario is making the rounds. He's going to be somebody one day, not just a TV reporter. I can see Mario in movies. I constantly tell him that. And then to meet Sherry Shepherd, and then to meet the mayor, and then now to meet Jerry. I mean, who else am I going to meet? President Obama? If you guys know him, could you please make the connection, whoever's watching? I'd meet President Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. Bill not going to touch me, though, because Bill like to touch. Say, back up, Bill. Back up, back up. Sherry Shepherd says when you meet him and he touches you, you don't even care. It's like, okay, touch me. Touch me. So, anyways, I'm dreaming big, right? I'm dreaming big. I just feel like everybody that I've met, from the smallest person that just think, I'm just a viewer, I'm just a fan, I just love to watch what you put out, I love your content. You might think that you don't play a role in what's going on in my life, but you do. You do. Even if you didn't make a connection like the way Sharon made this connection, you're a part of the puzzle. It's an intricate puzzle that's being put together, and you're a part of it. And no part can be missing, so that when it's complete, we can see it come together. And we are all going to go to the top together. Whatever you are dreaming of doing, stop sitting down and just dreaming about it. Get up and do it. If you want to speak better, let's say you want better grammar, start writing down your verbs and conjugating them, and practicing your verbs and use them in sentence. If you want to learn more big words, do the same thing. That's how I learn big words. I hear a word for the first time and I don't know what it means. You best believe I'm looking that baby up. I start using it in sentences and I get better with my vocabulary. Because when you can speak, you can conquer the world. I'm telling you, when Joshua speaks to anyone, they really think he knows what he's talking about, and sometimes he does not, okay? When he speaks to the pastor at the big church, he goes, oh my God, he's so intelligent. And I know he's intelligent, but some of the stuff, he's bullcrapping. He doesn't know. And so you have to learn how to speak first of all, okay? Pick a language and speak it. Even if it's in Spanish, you need to know how to speak. If it's French, you need to know how to speak that language well. If English is your language, speak it well, all right? I can't impress upon you. I think speaking is even more important than math. And math is very important because it solves a lot of problems for the world. But I'm saying if you can speak and you don't stutter, because I'm telling you, if I speak to somebody and they have a speech impediment or they stutter, I tune them out a long time ago. I'm like, okay, what did he say, Josh? I don't know what he said. You know, and that's just me. I get bored right away with that type of stuff. So maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to be good enough though. I don't want to be seen on camera because I'm fat. Well, so what? I'm fat. I started the show when I was fatter than this. You know, and I'm losing weight steady and as I keep on my diet. And if you don't want to be seen on camera, then don't be seen. A lot of people do voiceovers. I can teach you how to do that. You know? If that's what you want to do. If you always wanted to sing music like Jada, start singing. You know, I always tell people, don't sit there and wait for somebody to do it for you, because if God wanted to comb your hair for you, he would have climbed down to heaven and combed it himself. So he wants you to comb your own hair. So I hope this motivates you, that I put myself out there. I run the risk of getting attacked, which I do at the cooking channel. I get attacked a lot and I withstand it. And then Sharon was watching the cooking show. She found the vlog. She enjoyed the vlog. She decided she wanted to bless me. She had the ability to make this connection, and I will never forget this. I will never forget this. Like Jerry said on the video that I'm going to go release right now for the cooking channel, you're family now. And I believed him when he said that, because Mara became my family when he came here, and Sherry Shepherd became my family when she came here. And the mayor doesn't know it yet, but she's my family. I haven't been in touch with her. I think after the elections, things went kind of crazy for her. But I'm going to be in touch with her soon. So I'm going to go over there and see what the doctor told Joe. I don't know if we can go to the gym. If we could go, I'm just going to sit and ride the bike. I'm not going to overwhelm myself. I don't feel sick in my body, just the itchy throat. And Halls helps it, you know, and Vicks help it and stuff. So let's go see what they done told Joe. Come with me. And you're getting churatussin? Joshua can't take no kind of tussin. He has reaction to that. Let's see if it has codeine. This man crazy if he thinks send me he had take this and drive me anyway. It's a cough suppressant, and they have codeine. Ooh, we gonna make some scissor. Go get me my red Solo cup. Y'all act like I don't know all this stuff, huh? I be knowing this stuff. I watch Justin Bieber. Scissor. Some kind of liquor they mix with cough syrup with codeine, and these kids be drinking this crap and get high. What he's been doing is kind of falling asleep early, which he needs to. But then that makes him wake up early, and then he does everything to wake me. He'll do this, what he's doing right here. He'll tickle my back. He'll breathe on me like, I'm like, you make me sick.
You just want people to know that I'm touching
You the typhoid Joe. Mommy got it right. He's typhoid Joe. My mom used to call him that because he would get sick for one day. The rest of us would drop dead like flies, and he'd be better. Now the coughing that I'm coughing is like hurting my rib area. Joe was watching Rachel Maddow, and I've come to the conclusion that I really like Chuck Schumer. He's the leader of the Democrats in the Senate, and it really angers me that they shut up Elizabeth Warren, and I think they did it just because she's a girl, and I think they did it out of haste and anger, and I wish that Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece would just shut up and sit down. Having said that, I'm going to go edit this video to upload, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go to sleep early today because I coughed so much until my rib hurts. So, good night. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it.
Very, very
Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
Splash?
Yeah.